Let's just check what part we at. All right, friendos. Well, any objections before we go? See what it did there? It's a courtroom joke.
I get it, Kyo. That's humorous.
Wow, thanks, nonpon. Did you figure out why your model is now stationary again?
Because I clicked off VTube Studio. Now it should be.
I still don't know. That shit pisses me off. I don't know why it does that.
It's okay.
Your guys does that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, gonna have to be cute somehow. All right. So as we reconvene the scene, this is going to be part 19 of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, voice acted. We're down one of our usual cast members, but hey, why don't y'all introduce yourselves?
I'm nonpon. I'm a delivery and sometimes chef VTuber. I recently had a debut, and yeah, I'm also going to be doing a fundraiser stream for trans rights, playing Sega games. That's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna announce that later on. I forgot to announce that on Twitter. Actually, I was really busy. But yeah, that's gonna be really cool.
Fucking trans rights are humans' rights, baby.
Yeah. I guess I'll go next. I'm Oni Hart. Fighting games, art, RPGs, you name it. I'm really excited for Street Fighter 6 and I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait.
So good.
I'm Sharky, and I am here congruent to a subpoena. No, I'm just kidding.
In accordance with Megan's law, I'm legally required to inform you.
I am legally required to inform you that anytime I am within 500 feet of another VTuber, my hair catches on fire. So let's have some fun, everybody.
That leaves me. I'm Chris Rees, variety streamer and PNG tuber. I do 14 rating and lots of old retro games.
I'm Kios. I'm a fucking piece of shit. But yeah, I have called us here tonight to get some talent and get through some video games, and also kind of introduce y'all to some people that I really enjoy their fucking content. So even Sharky.
Yes, and also I'm here.
Anyway, let's get a move on.
Why I got a weenie next to my name in Twitch chat?
Yeah, where you got a weenie?
Why I got a weenie?
So right, I was filling in as Van Zeeks last time, but since you're here, nonpon.
All right, I gotta get into my my mood. Hold on.
I mean, if you wanna.
You gotta throw the chussy.
Unnatural, you say? And what of it, my Nipponese friend?
Oh.
Were I to concede to the point, if it bears no relation to the case, there's nothing to discuss. So, should you wish to assert that this fire damage is some vivid clue as to what happened that day?
Yeah, this game's set in like the late 1800s in the UK, so things had different names back then.
Ray, do enlighten us all. What truth does this charred book hide?
A charred book. There's just one possibility here, which I can't quite bring myself to rule out. It's an outside chance, certainly, but worth a try. All right, I'll explain my theory.
Hypothesis.
Huh? Oh, did I fuck up one?
No, I'm just saying it's a hypothesis, not a theory, because it's not tested.
True.
Sweet. Magical science. So, am I the judge this time, or where do we leave that off?
I'll go back to being Judge Boy.
All right, go for it, Oni.
Don't keep us waiting any longer then, Council. Explain this theory of yours. What are you suggesting that you can ascertain from the fire damage this sorry tome has suffered?
I'm pretty sure it's the owner. Because homie, what's his heck, had the book. My lord, the burn on the back of this book reveals a startling truth. What up, Ashy? About the book's owner.
I beg your pardon?
Who?
Right.
Want me to take this one?
I don't want to make you do all the female roles.
That's okay. I can pull it off
You're-
this time.
I
I've got
mean-
the proper baritone.
Yeah. I would say I can take it off your hands if you really want me to. I mean, I've only do one character.
Let me give this a shot. I just need to decide if I want to go full Seth and truly make this horrible. Probably.
You got
not.
this, Sharky.
But we already know who the book belongs to.
Oh.
The victim was gripping it in her hand as she fell onto the floor after all. It's obviously hers.
The question of how this book came to be in the victim's hand is yet to be answered. However, as to the questions of who the book really belongs to and where it originated, the defense has very credible answers.
Good gracious! How could you possibly?
Very well. I'll play along with this futile attempt to delay your inevitable demise. But do remember, the members of the jury may well burn you if your little gamble goes awry.
Counsel, the defense's response here is very likely to influence the final outcome of this trial. So tell the court, who do you claim is the owner of this burnt book?
John Garadeb. It's the one he talked about. Also, his house was on fire. The answer is that the book belongs to the couple who own the house where the defendant has his lodging. A certain Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb.
Landlords.
And whether this is some extraordinary coincidence or some kind of fate at work, I don't know. But of all the people in London, one of the 6 chosen for jury duty in this courtroom today is none other than Mrs. Garadeb herself.
I'll take her. Oh my goodness! Me?
Yeah, what's up, Zelyard?
I think you must be mistaken, sir. I'm not Mr. Garadeb's wife. I'm his maid.
Don't
Damn.
take shame.
Damn, y'all into some role playing?
Just as God intended.
Look, they're consenting adults. I don't care, you know? Good for them. Things would be so much easier if you would just drop the pretense. All right, then. How about a simple question for you? Have you ever seen this book in Mr. Garadeb's house?
I would never presume to know all of the books he keeps, sir.
Objection!
This is outlandish behavior. The woman is accused landlady, you say. You implicate this hardworking member of the public. You besmirch her without a shred of evidence. Your actions are unforgivable.
True. Just kidding. No, I don't think so. This is not mere conjecture. The defense happens to know that on the day in question, at almost exactly the same time as the victim was stabbed on the pavement below, another incident was taking place in the room on the top floor of Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb's house.
Good lord! What sort of incident, Counsel?
Anal sex. A fire, my lord.
Same thing.
Same thing. Wait. This isn't tennis. This is anal sex. What?
Happened in the blink of an eye, The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a molly thing. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bolly furniture started going up as well. Worst of all is, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Bride.
Lion's Pride.
By Jove! The very same title that's the subject of this debate.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh, dear me.
Objection!
This is reciprocal. How's it? Reciprocal? Reciprocal? What the hell can
It
these
is.
words?
Is it risible?
Is this risible? All of you told the court is that the book by the same name was involved in the fire.
I just want to let you know the last time I heard that line, it's followed with, he's married, you know. He has a wife. Her name is Incontinenta Buttocks.
He's married to the Muffin Man.
In which case, it would not be reasonable to assume that it was burnt to ashes. And entirely unreasonable to infer that it magically removed itself to the scene of the crime.
Perhaps it would make more sense if I told you that the cause of the fire was marital discord? Without going into details, it appears that Mrs. Garrideb was considerably enraged. Apparently, she continued to attack Mr. Garrideb even amid the flames. That's you, young Sharkles.
Can't even imagine being so horrid to the one you love. Can you, Rolly?
Absolutely not, sir. My Patricia would never raise a finger against me, sir.
Eh? No, just the whole casual scarf strangling thing's just like a kink, I guess.
My favorite old novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, up in smoke. Then the wife started hurling things at me. There I was, back up against the window, under heavy enemy fire. Incendiary books incoming 10 to the dozen. The man had his back up against the window, and he had burning books thrown at him. Goodness gracious. Are you suggesting that the book was thrown through a window and landed coincidentally at the scene of the crime? Objection!
No, a thorough investigation of the surrounding area was conducted the very evening of the incident. And there is no report of the Garrideb's widow's pane being broken.
That's quite true. We also saw no sign of broken glass when we visited the Garrideb household. But is it not conceivable that the window was open at the time in question?
Not even remotely. Let us not forget the season and the chilling weather that accompanies it. no Londoner would ever leave a window open in the middle of winter.
Yeah. Ah.
Hmm. Does the defense postulate this scenario in all seriousness, counsel? Do you earnestly claim that the book found at the scene was a flaming projectile thrown by Mr. Garadeb's wife?
I believe it's a possibility, my lord. Uh-oh.
Well, I hope that everyone can see you for what you are now. You little foreign trickster. You call yourself a lawyer, but you're just a coward. A mean coward.
Who's mad?
Yeah, so lawyer.
Really?
Claiming that our little stiff set the whole neighborhood alight. Honestly. Implying that I'm merely posing as a maid for appearance's sake. How could you?
Because I'm telling the truth?
It's nothing to do with this beastly case. Not any of it. All you've done is sully our family's name.
Family?
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 Vin Diesel? Is that you? Is that Vin Diesel? Vin Diesel just drives a horse and carriage through the courtroom. Family.
You're
No.
right, you know. Case closed.
You can have
Jesus.
any wine you want as long as it's a Corona.
Jesus.
Oh.
No, I assure you, that was never my intention.
Dragging an upstanding citizen's name through the mud simply to divert attention from your failing defense. How pitiful. I should box your ears. That's what I should do. It's utterly unforgivable.
Ma'am, leave my ears alone. It is at least a tier 2 sub to pet them.
What
You're
do you
right.
get? What do you get the pet if it's tier 3?
No comment.
Here you go, nonpon. There's your boy.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
How long we've sat here now, listening to this Nipponese sprout out his fancy foreign theories.
Oh, they're fancy because they're not. Oh, whatever.
But think about it.
Huh?
At the end
Someone
of the
making
day,
noises?
the only person who could possibly have stabbed the victim is that little hunchback with the mustache. And he ran away from the scene, too.
See, I can wiggle my ears. I'm a good boy.
It's up for grabs, honestly.
I do
Chris, you want it?
declare that you're right.
Oh.
It's true. Yes. What did I tell you? Mike, send this to me.
Whoever wants it's all you.
Sorry, what's that?
Well, it would appear that the ladies and gentlemen of the jury are once again in full agreement. What is your position, Lord Van Zakes?
Here comes
Time
the
to.
chissy.
Yep. Here's the chussy.
In truth, my lord, I feel these have been unnecessarily protracted proceedings. But then one must always exercise patience in order to savor the best vintage.
Is that a vintage chissy?
No, wait.
Too late, I'm drinking it.
I'm gonna smash it. Wait, what? What's up with the feet, bro?
If books are your predilection, my learned friend, study them on your own time.
Fenzeeks, if you do not remove your boot from that stand,
My
I will
bootsy.
remove my boot up your ass.
Absolutely disrespectful. Uh, I'm not into steppies, sir.
Ellipses.
I am an adult.
What? No, forgive the discourtesy this time?
Ahem. Boy, if you don't get that damn boot off that stand.
I hear the sound of fear of growing up with La Chancla in your voice, Oni. It's all fun and games until the chancla comes out. Then the PTSD sets in.
I'm just waiting for the old men to shout,
In
light
that
this guy up.
case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will now state your individual decisions regarding the defendant's culpability for the court to hear.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Oh damn.
Guilty. Guilty.
They
Guilty.
Guilty.
Alright, that's shitty.
Why did I explode?
Thank you for that unambiguous response.
Man, this shit rigged. That's twice now. It's over.
Naruto, don't give up!
Huh? Miss Usato?
Have you forgotten?
Probably. Like, let's be honest here. I'm juggling a lot right now, Susato. I think you need to cut me some slack.
Grab Kazuma by the sword. This battle isn't over yet.
Oh no, you're not suggesting.
Got those motherfuckers down. Of course, the defense has the right to another summation examination at this point. You could still convince the jurors to change their minds. One more chance.
One more time.
Never surrender.
Believe in the heart of the cards?
Watch him just say no.
My lord,
yeah.
no.
No, smile.
Like, no, homie. Smile W.
You already did that. No.
My lord, Exodia, obliterate.
The defense has to exercise its right to a summation examination. So smug.
You believe you still have tricks up your sleeve.
Tricks are for kids, you son of a bitch.
Club tricks. I don't intend to trick anybody. I intend to uncover the truth. This is no time to be downcast. As long as there's a chance, I have to stay strong and determined.
Summation examination, you.
Woo! Hey, yo.
It's a right to the defense.
I mean, to be fair, I have seen the inside of you, nonpon, so that's like kind of cool, I guess. Not a big deal.
What?
I
What?
mean, my bigger concern is that Nonpon is currently caught in the black hole of gravity that comes off of Oni's boobs. I'm not sure they're ever going to get out.
Ah, they're fine.
Well,
They play
I will
Fantasy
say,
Star.
money doesn't buy happiness, but I will do anything for $25.
Sheesh. I mean,
That's-
yeah,
that-
tier 3 subs are a great motivator these days, let me tell you.
That sounds like inflation to me.
I mean, only if you're into it. I have to check with my wife first, though.
I'll give us not a damn. I shan't provide a Capcom.
Yeah, shout outs to our friends at Capcom for allowing me to absolutely ruin and destroy pretty much every product they ever put out. I appreciate y'all.
Does anybody need a drink before we kick this back in?
I'm good. I'm good to go.
I only have one
Gucci.
answer for that.
Damn.
You think you're better than me, Chris, because you're better than me?
I honestly, during the flashback, ran and got a non-alcoholic beer because I knew that I wasn't gonna have a part for like 3 seconds.
Timing is everything.
He's
Oh.
drinking a whole alcohol.
No. All lack of alcohol.
Yeah.
Chris, go ahead and fill in for me while I step away for just a moment. I won't
I mean,
hold
we can take
everybody else
a
up.
minute or two. You want to snack?
Real
No?
quick.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna throw some microwave in the popcorn. There we go. Yep, did it. That's how tired I am. I'm gonna throw the microwave in the popcorn. Everybody, hold up.
You know, I'm gonna throw my microwave in the popcorn too. I'll be right back.
Oh god.
Oh no! Oh god!
Sorry, I forgot I had a keyboard on the ground. And
Oh, you know what? I got some Cheez-Its to go get. I'm
with these damn
starving.
Cheez-Its.
All right, I'm gonna go find a snack too. Fuck it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Massive cardboard. Really bad. Hate cardboard. I got a cardboard cut because I'm impatient. Why is nonpon upside down? You know what? 2 can play at this game. There. Ta-da. I am now rainbow flavored. Oh, damn. Nonpon doesn't know that's a sub. Uh-oh.
I have returned.
Welcome back. I think everybody else left.
Catboy, where's my super suit?
I'm not wearing it, that's for sure.
I know you only wear crop tops.
Nonpon's showing off their undergarments and doesn't realize that it's not a wiener.
You look a little hot under the collar there, Oni.
What?
What?
Sorry, I'm shoving Cheetos in my mouth.
Why does everyone have cheese and not give me any? What the fuck is wrong with you? Assholes?
cat.
Fuck
I
you.
hate cheese.
Absolutely not.
Did, do,
And
do we need to get
open on cardboard.
Do we need to get the Catboy a dish of milk? Hang on, I got something for this.
He needs some milk.
Emotional damage.
This was such a good and terrible idea. Hey, let's use channel points and put the soundboard on it.
It's a
I'm
perfect
back.
idea.
Stepbrother, I'm lost.
Yep.
Ability armor off.
Wait, don't do it yet. Hold on.
We vibing?
Nonpon? Are you good?
I am Rainbow now.
Oh god. Woo!
Why do I feel the sudden urge to just Daruda Sandstorm in beatbox form for the next hour?
I have a question.
I had pork
Does
Wellington.
turning
That did
rainbow
one.
mode on and off require doing handstands?
Why do you have rainbow
No.
mode?
I have VT Chaos, which I should probably give this a Kios. Hold on.
I also appreciate that Pride nonpon occasionally hits the chroma key button and fades in and out of existence.
Since yeah. I knew you'd yeah, I wanted to make my hair rainbow, but I can't get chameleon working properly. Sad days. Anyway.
Oh god, this popcorn's hitting different.
Yeah, this popcorn's slapping. Alrighty, back in we go. I make a ham and Great Northern bean soup that's so
I
good.
have considered the Defense Counsel's request for further summation examination, and I have determined that the court must uphold the defense's judicial right to this procedure. So, counsel, you will now proceed with your second summation examination.
Hot dog.
I presume the jury is ready, Mr. Foreman.
We are, my lord.
Very good. In that case, I must ask each of you now to state clearly and concisely for the court the grounds on which you find the defendant guilty of this crime.
The jurors' contentions.
The accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his.
If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider.
Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to this crime if the window was closed, can it?
Dearie me, it was only a little book, hardly life-threatening even with a direct hit.
Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tidy bit of trouble.
Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes.
Oh, not the sneezes.
Yes, considerably more tangible arguments from all members of the jury this time around, it seems. With one notable exception, of course.
My learned student Fred was unable to find fault in the previous witness testimony. So the court must accept the fact. that it was indeed the accused seen fleeing from the scene. And moreover, no one else was even at the scene to commit the crime.
Yo, how
Go
many
clean that
chussies he
shit up.
got?
Well, if the eyewitnesses are correct, it would seem as if the conclusion is somewhat set in stone. I fail to see how it can be argued any other way.
It means, I'm afraid, that during this summation examination, it's essential that you establish some other tangible explanation for the facts.
But how? What would even constitute a tangible explanation here?
Chussie abuse.
Isn't it obvious? Who stabbed the woman and how? Those two details are all you need provide. Simply give us a name and a method by which the attack was conducted.
With a knife in an alleyway. Done. There, I was thinking this might be hard.
It was Colonel Mustard.
It was Professor Plum, that son of a bitch. Ryunosuke-kun, you have to do it. Otherwise, this really will be where the trial ends.
No pressure then.
That's quite enough preamble. Proceed with the summation examination, please.
We can call a timeout.
We the people are done
I
with this.
presume you are prepared, counsel.
Oh, yes, my lord. All right, Ryusuke, focus your mind now. Clearly, the key to this summation examination is going to be juror number 4, the maid. Should I say, Mrs. Garadab?
We have a book that disappeared from the Garadeb's house on the evening of the incident. And the fourth book found in the victim's hand.
There must be a way to link the two. Yes, that's what we have to find. Using every technique I've learned in my short career so far, whatever it takes.
Don't forget to keep an eye on Mrs. Garadeb and how she reacts, even to the things other people say.
The defense's rebuttal.
The accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his.
Hold it!
Hold up.
What?
But as we now know, there were 4 books, not 3.
Well, what difference does it make?
1.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not good with math, but I know that one.
1, I can count to 1.
Hey guys, check it out. I can count to 1. 1.
whoa!
Whoa! There's every possibility that the 4th book, in fact, belongs to the defendant's landlord.
Yes, that's the part I have a problem with.
I'm sorry?
Well, at the point the woman was stabbed, this landlord fellow was at home, wasn't he? Enjoying a fire escape with his wife or something, you said.
I don't think enjoy's the right word. That's not exactly how I put it, no.
Well, anyway, the point is the fellow and his wife were somewhere else when it happened.
Yeah?
what you call a strong alibi.
So it could have been the landlord who did it, which only lives the Nepalese fellow. Honestly, I can't see what all this parlor is about. It's a done deal, isn't it?
I suppose it is, since I have nothing witty left to say.
If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider.
Hold it!
All right. So, you might be willing to change your decision, you mean?
Oh my, such delight in your face. I'm afraid I shan't be swayed by emotion.
How about money?
That would work, despite what you may think of me. I'm a very modern, metropolitan, and rational woman.
Hey, yo. Let's go. Let's go, lesbians. That's great.
If one reads the morning papers, it's all forgotten by tea time, isn't it? So why read them in the first place?
Wait, what?
You see, modern, metropolitan, and rational thinking, wouldn't you say?
No. No, I would not.
So you have dementia?
Are you,
Smack my
Annie, are
ass
you
with a
okay?
shovel.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
I have been struck by a smooth criminal.
Truck! Not at all extreme.
As I see it, an overwhelming suspicious man has been implicated by overwhelmingly strong testimony. So despite one or two minor puzzlements, I do declare that the man is overwhelmingly guilty.
I do declare.
Modern, metropolitan, and rational logic, wouldn't you say?
Overwhelmingly, I guess.
To slap my ass with a shovel, modern gals are always delighted to embrace new fads, you know?
God, I remember that line. Shoutouts to Katie Dagnan, by the way. Voice actor for Amber from Highway Blossom.
I'd only be too happy to consider a new, exciting new theory if you could come up with one.
Okay. Aliens.
Aliens?
Aliens. I'd be happy to do that, too. If only I could.
Let's do our very best not to disappoint the modern and metropolitan young lady.
Hey, what's up, Brienne? Right. I'm glad you admitted rational.
You're welcome.
Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to this crime if the window was closed, was it?
Ah, oops.
Can't believe this.
What about the possibility that the window was open?
What about it? I mean, there's just no way it could have been.
You've never opened a window in winter? What are you all, like, fucking weird?
Yeah, they're British.
True. How can you be sure?
The prosecutor fellow over there said it earlier, didn't he?
What is he, an expert window opener?
Winters in London are no joke. You don't want to invite that sort of cold indoors. So no, that window wasn't open. Us Londoners like sitting by the fire and staying warm, see? Well, how fucking condescending.
Look at you, having fire and shit. But you couldn't categorically state that the window wasn't open, could you?
It just wasn't. They wouldn't have opened it.
Oh, alright, I guess I'll just believe you. Then what's the point in even having windows, huh?
Council, you will kindly refrain from childish bickering?
Ah, fuck you.
Well, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Well, no, you.
And you.
I need an
Oh,
adult.
sorry. Somehow I need to show there's an undeniable possibility that the window was open. Because this young man isn't going to budge otherwise.
Dearie me, it was only one little book. Hardly life-threatening even with a direct hit.
Hold it!
But the little book was on fire at the time, was it not?
With flames of love, I'll have you know.
Uh-huh. There's really no such thing as loving incendiary bomb.
That attitude.
I mean,
Well, he brought it upon himself. It's playing with fire to betray a fiery love. Isn't it? Well, don't you agree?
oh, well, any kind of betrayal is certainly a bad thing. Yeah. But I think the argument might have arisen out of your misunderstanding, Mr. Aradeb.
Never mind that. The point is, we were just having a jovial little dispute. Nothing more. And I won't have any more of these suggestions that it was anything whatsoever to do with this crime.
Yo, homie, juror number 5 taking the beating. He's a tank.
He's strong AF. Look at that man. Right. Well, we'll see about that. But what about juror number 5? He doesn't seem to be turning a hair at Mrs. Garrideb's relentless onslaughts. Wow, good pickup.
It's almost as though he's used to it. What a gentle soul that giant of a man is.
Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tidy bit of trouble.
Hold it!
All right, explain. You just want to get this over with? How can you sit there and say something like that? A man's future is at stake here.
Well, you and me both then, like I said before.
What?
I told you already, I'm a day laborer, aren't I? If I don't bring some readies with me tonight, you'll find me floating face down in the Thames tomorrow morning.
What?
You heard me. My missus isn't one to mess about, you know. She can be fierce, believe you me.
Another shining example of marital bliss, then.
A situation like this crapped up the other day. It was, well,
He needs some milk!
do you know, it's funny, but I can't even remember.
I'm sorry?
It was too frightening. That's the thing. I must have blocked it out.
Okay. Helpful.
My gun!
Oh God, no,
I
not the
started
guns.
blasting.
Not the guns.
Well, I don't see so good, so I missed. Then they ran away. I ran
Wonder
after
if
them.
Mr.
Bang!
Tate
Tried to
will
shoot him in the
ever be
back, but I
dragged
don't
into
run
the
so good
flames
either.
by his scarf.
Anyway,
Don't even go there, Mr. Sato. I'm not taking this as my next case. There must be something to jog his memory about.
To think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes.
Hold it!
Does that have anything to do with your decision about the defendant's culpability in this case?
Sorry, what's that? You'll have to speak up, lad.
Could you tell us more about that fire?
It was last winter. My grandchildren baked me a lovely cake on my birthday.
Okay, and they burned the house.
It had 75 candles on the top, it did. What a sight to behold it was.
You put candles on a cake? Was it some kind of devil worship?
Oh, of course not. It was an angel cake. To celebrate my birthday, obviously.
They not have candles in Japan.
It appears that's a common custom here in Great Britain, Ryonosuke-kun.
Anyway, I must do all my puff to blow them out. Only I must have been blowing wrong somehow. The flames didn't go out, but the candles went flying all over the room. The furniture caught and everything went up. The whole place filled with smoke.
Definitely sounds like devil worship. And by the sneezes, I presume you mean a cold? But how did you catch a cold from a fire?
What a fiasco it was. The grandchildren, bless them, threw wire over me as they tried to put out the flames. And then, because the whole room had filled up with smoke, of course, we had to open all the windows to clear it. No shit.
You don't say! The windows.
The windows.
From the window.
To the wow!
Just the biggest brain moment, like the windows.
Oh, the
Oh, the
windows.
sweat drops down my balls.
Ah, these.
Yeah. That was very respectful of you. You little bitch.
The Banu Winter rushed over me like the devil dancing on my grave did. I got a terrible cold from it. It put me in the hospital for a while. I won't forget that birthday in a hurry.
I knew it was devil worship all along.
Well, we are in
But something about this old man's story is playing on my mind for some reason.
We need to demonstrate who, apart from Mr. Natsume, could have attacked the young woman on the street. As well as how he, or she, could have done it.
Yeah, but once again, the jurors' statements are full of personal prejudice. A lot of them seem convinced they're right, even in the face of logical arguments to the contrary.
I think you're gonna need to pit them against each other to force them to accept an alternative explanation.
Yeah.
Just think, what would Hosunaga do?
I don't necessarily need to find contradictions between their assertions. Just a connection might do the trick. Yep. Gotta jump out the window now. Bye. All right. Well, I'll see what I can do. If anything stands out, I'll go in for a strike.
It's the spirit.
a repeating text.
No, I know what we're gonna do here, though. So number 3 and number 6. Basically 3 was like, nah, dude, we don't open our windows. And 6 is like, nah, dude, my house caught on fire. I opened the windows. These two jurors' statements clearly contradict one another.
They do? How exactly, counsel?
By using your brain.
That would make sense.
I think we all forgot who did this roll.
Don't point at me. I told you it wasn't me. No, sorry. I unplugged something.
You're good, Chris.
Hmm?
Sorry.
What's that you say? Speak up, lad. Speak up.
Juror number 3, do you see?
Oh, me? See what, sir?
Did you hear juror number 6's account of his birthday celebrations last year? It was a bitchin' party, and you were not invited. It seems, despite being a Londoner, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter.
Well, yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from a fire, you'd be mad not to
No
open
shit.
the...
Yeah, damn, son.
Oh!
Big brain.
Exactly.
It's big brain time.
On the day in question, at the time of the incident, there was a fire in the Garadeb household. Mr. Garadeb had the following to say about it. The whole place filled with smoke.
Oh my.
Oh, my hat!
Therefore, to clear the smoke, either Mr. Garadeb or his wife, maid, whatever, almost certainly opened the window. That, you cannot deny, would be in no way out of the ordinary.
No, I suppose it wouldn't. Is this Kyo IRL?
That's literally me. Juror number 4. Do you have something to say about that? You like some potatoes? You know, they're awfully high in calories. You know of a good way to burn calories? I'm gonna call you Potato Girl. Mrs. Garadab! Welcome back,
Oh,
Zelliard.
dearie me!
Got her.
What is the meaning of this? How dare you imply that I'm hiding who I really am?
It's imperative that you confirm something for the court. So please, it's time to drop the pretense. Now.
Oh, what is this?
When the fire started in your house that day, did you or your husband open the window?
Well, I beg your pardon? What are you insinuating? That I opened a window?
Emotional damage.
That room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window.
And what if we did? It's just a window, dummy.
Window, bro.
Oh, all right then. Yes, you're right. My husband was frantically trying to open the window. Which can't have been easy since I continue to give him a justly deserved book battering.
Even though your house was on fire?
Oh, you never stop going until the anger subsides. It would be terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise.
Of course, I should have realized. You're an absolute psychopath.
That's a significant step forward, Ryunosuke-chan. You've managed to establish something. You simply must add that to Mrs. Garadeb's formal statement.
Now you mention it. Yes, the window was open at the time. I'd clean forgotten, but it's true.
Forgotten. Yeah, whatever.
Hold it!
The fourth book found at the scene of the crime shows very obvious signs of fire damage. And the title of the book is The Lion's Pride. The same title, in fact, as the book that Mr. Garadeb told us he had been reading.
Well, I really couldn't say.
On the day in question, did you or did you not throw at your husband the copy of The Lion's Pride that he had been reading?
I did. I liked it too. It was the first thing I could lay my hands on, so I hurled it straight at him. Direct hit, 10 points. And now you come to mention it. Yes. He was rather enjoying reading it. You're right.
Why did you not reveal this information to the court from the outset, whatever?
Because I couldn't, you insolent little man. I didn't remember. At times like that, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay your hands on, as well you know.
I really don't.
I barely noticed I was throwing a book, much less the title of it.
Yeah, I think homie shit himself.
Excuse me.
Yo, what's up, Zeliard? Thanks for making it to the stream, homie. What is it, Juror number 5?
You know something?
I would just like to call out that our friend Warfed just started playing Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition.
How dare he?
Caught in 4K, buddy. I hope you enjoy it.
Got him. I remember something what it was. That memory I blocked out.
It was a concussion, wasn't it?
Do we need psychiatric professionals here for you to explain this, or?
It's all right. It's quite all right. I come to terms with it by now.
Ah.
It was listening to that. What this granny was saying brought it all flooding back.
Opium is a hell of a drug.
Who are you calling a granny, you cheeky devil? I'm Miss Garrideb, or the maid, I'll have you know.
It's actually Anne, but go on.
The man doesn't even flinch. Please tell me that's not because he's so used to being hit all the time.
It was about 2 weeks ago now. I just got back home after work light. I put my hand in my pocket for the wages I just earned that day, and I nearly died. There was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out.
Oh dear. What a disaster.
You haven't heard the half of it, boy.
Oh.
Your wife was cutting up some chicken at the time. I could hardly get the words out, but I told her straight. I've lost a day's wages, love. Next thing I knew, the blade was whistling past my ear. Stuck into the wall next to me, it did. About an inch deep.
I just started streaming to 1080p 60.
So
It was
I
a
think
joke.
you need psychiatric care.
Yeah, this is a great time to remind everyone about our friends over at Nami. Here we go. Have that one in the chat. No words. Just terror.
I could smell it then, you know. That god-awful stench of the Thames. I was sure I was going to end up face down in the muddy banks that night, I can tell you. Nah, that's a real disaster, isn't it?
I'll never use the word lightly again.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. When a woman loses the rag, they'll throw anything at you. Knives, hatchets, hammers, you name it.
Mr. Naruto, You mustn't think that all women are so short-tempered and unrefined.
Says the woman who fucking judo tosses me every chance she gets.
That is what we would call foreplay, dumb son of a bitch.
No, I wasn't thinking that.
Throwing household objects at people is so uncivilized.
Do y'all know how much a case of Cheez-Its costs?
How much does a case of Cheez-Its cost?
$38.73.
$38.
How much?
Well,
how
it's
many
12.
ounces is
It's
that with
it's
the whole
12.
case?
It's 12 7-ounce box.
I'd just like to call out that you did not specify the currency.
USD. Actually, according to Amazon, the real pick is you get the 3 flavor variety pack: the original, the white cheddar, and the extra toasty. 3 boxes, 21 ounce box. $17.09.
That's not bad.
27 cents an ounce. Yeah, dude, that's cheaper than some key switches, realistically. I thought it would be more. I was shocked.
At least attack with honor, using a bow or the like.
What? Attack? Who are you going to attack? Susato, what are you on about?
Never mind. Anyway, this man's words. Could be rather significant, I think.
All right. Well, we'll come back to the bow and arrow thing later, if I dare.
I'm going to put these elk horn on your head, and
woman
this
in
this
a
will also
rage.
be foreplay.
Will hurl almost anything at you. A kitchen knife really brought that home to me.
Let's push it real good.
Bum 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 bum.
Okay, so you could get a 3-pound box for $20.
Where? Well, this one would be. These are 21 ounce times 3 for 17.
Oh, okay. That's a little better then.
Yeah.
And I'm slightly concerned about linking you large boxes of Discord or of Cheez-Its, considering your goldfish issues.
You know what? I'll take one for the team. Ugh. Yeah, nah, this is the one I fucking. Anyway, as we're talking about Cheez-Its, these two statements clearly have a deeply significant connection.
Good grief. You mean they don't contradict each other? Explain, Council, at once.
Juror number 2, do you think perhaps that this could be one such novel alternative?
Oh my, whatever do you mean?
An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back. Did Mrs. Garadeb huck a knife out the window and no scope some lady walking in the street?
Those are some MLG Pro strats right there.
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure
I'll
I've
do
seen
it.
that clip.
If anyone is interested in my cheese cracker consumption, you can watch me eat 2 pounds of goldfish and 1.5 pounds of beef jerky over the course of 6.5 to 7 hours in the back of a Final Fantasy IX speedrun during AGDQ 2019 or 2020, whatever. 2019. Animal. Absolute fucking animal.
What took you so long?
Do you have a box of... Did you just put a fucking box of Cheez-Its in there?
They're mine.
Oh, are we adding Cheez-Its to your throne now?
You know what? I'm
Hmm?
already one step ahead of you. I did it like 3 minutes ago.
What are you talking about? Cheez-Its? I would like some, yeah.
Damn it.
I just like Keo's reaction. Like, did you get a box of Jesus?
We've demonstrated that the fourth book, The Lion's Pride, that was found at the scene of the crime, originated in Mr. Garrideb's room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's equally possible that some other object besides the book could have found its way from the Garrideb household to the street below.
Eh? What's that now?
After all, Mrs. Garrideb could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Isn't that right? Juror number 4? Oh,
Are you
10 pounds?
insinuating
Let's
now?
go.
You little beanpole?
Yo.
Whoa. I'm beginning to think. Ever since the true origins of this book came to light, perhaps she's had a feeling this might be what happened.
Now you listen here, you person. As the foreman of the jury, I demand a straight answer.
Sorry, not me. I'm queer as fuck. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
That would be fucking hilarious, Sharky.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out this week.
You know, I just realized what I could do with these Cheez-Its.
Can you be in the box of Cheez-Its?
Are you going to bounce them off of Oni's boobs and see if you can catch them in your mouth?
Only I'm gonna put these right here. You keep them safe, all right?
I got you.
Is this like to keep them warm?
Yes.
Okay.
Two things.
Anyway.
Are you giving them the Oni?
No, I'm putting on this massive milkers. Anyway, you give us this yarn about some other object that's making its way out of the house. But what? What was it?
I'm really taking a big gamble here. That was a bold accusation to make, but I haven't any real evidence to back it up. As the kids say,
Box of
YOLO!
Yoda.
but I'm certain that at the very least, this warrants further investigation. All right, Mr. Foreman, I'll try to explain the defense's theory. The other object that found its way from the Garrideb household to the scene of the crime was...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Anyone know what it is?
It's not a knife.
Take that!
That's a knife.
Knife.
Chair number 4, Mrs. Garrideb.
What? What now?
I must apologize in advance for this. But I need you to confirm something else for the court. This knife. Have you ever seen this knife before? Ayo? A 5-pound box of Cheez-Its? Where?
Busted.
Good Lord, Counsel. What on earth are you doing?
He's defending.
Definitely not attempting to stab a woman with a knife, sir.
That's the weapon that was lodged into the victim's back, man. Not cool.
Not cool, dude. Not cool.
Bless you, Freya. My lord, remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb were in the throes of a heated argument. Mrs. Garrideb was hurling anything she could at her husband, who had been backed up against the window. A window that had been opened to clear the smoke, and through which a book sailed to land at the crime scene.
You can't seriously believe that. The book was found in the victim's grasp.
Are you saying that it flew out of the window and across the street to neatly land in her hand?
Huh? Even my missus isn't gonna aim like that.
Yes, I admit, there are many details we don't yet understand. But that's the point. That's precisely why we must not allow this trial to end. Not right now.
Oh my.
Mrs. Garrideb, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not?
Oh.
Come on, say it.
Oh.
Is this foreplay?
My lord, I wish to change my decision. I'm a woman of my word, after all.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, I agree. I certainly didn't see this coming, but
You'll never see it coming. Just Persona 5 noises and screen transition.
I just don't think it would be right for this trial to come to an end now with so many unanswered questions.
Mr. Foreman.
I'd have to agree, I guess. Not that I think that Granny did it, mind.
Yes, you know what? I'm not quite happy about this at this moment either.
All together now, ladies and gents. For...
Nice. We did it.
Congratulations, Ryunosuke-chan.
So, as a result of the defense's summation examination, a number of jurors' leanings have changed. 2 jurors called guilty, against 4 now calling innocent. Accordingly, the opinion of this court is divided. And this trial will continue.
Aw, yeah.
Yo, Zeke is probably pissed right now. He wants to use pay time off, but you won't let him.
He's shitting right now.
Damn, bro. He ain't even getting cashed out either.
Cash rules everything around me.
Now then, Lord Van Zeeks, how does the prosecution wish to proceed? You mad, bro?
Ho's mad. Ho's mad.
This trial is rapidly descending into a farce.
Says the man with a cornucopia of chussies that he keeps throwing and crushing and exploding.
Like a corked wine, the first few sips are bitter enough. But what follows is so repugnant. It's good for nothing save the gutter. If I may, Lord Van Zeeks, the defense just put forward a credible alternative explanation for what happened. Credible? Is that your considered opinion, Mr. Foreman? The defense argument is a joke to which I barely know how to even respond. But let me start by insisting that you must all familiarize yourself better with the relative positions of those places being discussed.
Okay. Well, what does that mean?
Boy needs therapy.
Well, what does that mean?
Purely psychosomatic.
That boy needs therapy. Well, what's his angle this time?
Should already be more than apparent that between the crime scene and the Garadib household runs a rather wide street, Briar Road. Which means that the distance from the Garadib's house to the scene is some, yes, 15 yards.
Let me see. 15 yards, that's about 14 meters.
14 meters? Oh, that's a little farther than I imagined.
And as you ladies and gentlemen of the jury rightfully noted as having portent significance, the fourth book found in the victim's clutches. In other words, the smoldering book, a one tonally hurled by the lady of the house, traveled some 15 yards.
Still better than Tim Tebow.
Quite more accurate as well.
To land on the opposite side of the road, neatly between the collapsed victim's fingers and thumb. Is that your final conclusion, my learned and deluded friend?
This is gaslighting.
This is at Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss.
I mean, there's no evidence to say that we've, reduced him by, saturating him with water, so I wouldn't call him deluded yet.
Ridiculous.
Did the jackknight follow a near identical trajectory to plunge the middle of the victim's back?
Obviously.
This fantasy is somewhat stretched in the notion of having a bad day for the victim, I think. Even those pathetic, serialized detective stories have more believable plots.
Ah! Oh, there's nothing I can say to that.
That prosecutor loves the sound of his own voice.
Miss Usato?
Serialized detective stories are pathetic, are they? How dare he!
Oh, crap. He just talks shit about K-pop.
I will tear his world of fucking thunder.
Maybe let's pick our battles here?
Maybe you pick your battles. My lord, might I be allowed to speak?
Oh shit?
As judicial assistant, you may speak for the defense. Yes, go ahead.
Yo, homie got the power meter.
Woo.
The prosecution may consider this idea a fantasy. But what the defense has postulated was believable enough to persuade a jury to change its leaning. And as such, the court has a duty to explore this alternative explanation as thoroughly as possible.
What if she just picked up the book and then the knife whizzed out the window?
I am thoroughly prepared to chuck a knife at this son of a bitch. To that end, stand still while I fling this knife at you. Juror number 4, Mrs. Joan Garadeb, must be called to testify and submit to cross-examination.
Saints alive! A cross-examination of a juror?
Damn right I'm right. Can't remember a time I was goddamn wrong.
Order! 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 Well, this is highly irregular. It is unprecedented for a member of the jury to be summoned to the witness stand.
Objection!
And unnecessary.
You go clean that shit up right now.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
Lord Van Zeeks, get that damn mop over there in the corner.
There are already witnesses in the stand whose testimony the defense may further cross-examine. If my learned friend farcical theory has any truth in it, then both a burning book and a jackknife must have flown through the sky between this couple's eyes. And we must assume they would be able to testify accordingly.
Aye, aye, aye.
I am a butterfly.
What say you, witnesses?
Yes, sir. Constable Rolly Beach reporting for duty, sir.
What?
Wow. Good morning, officer.
Sorry for dozing until now, sir. I haven't slept for a month on account of a villain who's appeared on my beat, sir.
Oh, they are so heroic, these London boobies. I said what I
Boobies?
said.
Where?
Patricia,
Where?
my darling, I've been neglecting you, but no more.
Oh, really, you're my hero. You make me swoon.
Oh dear.
You knew what you were getting into.
Very well. I hereby reject the defense's request.
Oh,
And order the witnesses in the stand to testify again. State forthwith before the court any details pertaining to the defense's alternative explanation of events.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do we want to call it here before we get tied into this?
I think you're trying to avoid more of my Patricia, so we can do that.
Nah, I mean it's just we got like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I know it's fine.
But yeah, I'm okay with like freaking calling it here. And of course, I don't drop reference, dog. I'm on fire.
Like the roof?
Yeah. I mean, I actually do need water though.
Yeah, my head hurts.
I would prefer not to burn down.
My
but,
head's starting to hurt.
I mean, hey, I'm definitely here for calling it here. So.
All right.
Yeah, absolute banger of an episode. Good job, everybody. Toss on tunes.
Yes.
Talk ourselves out here. Yeah, this sounds. All right. Well, go on ahead, chittens.
Oh.
He's gonna yell at us if one of us doesn't go first.
Oh, we're actually introducing. Okay. I'm nonpon. I play Phantasy Star and Sega games. I am a delivery VTuber. Yeah.
Yes, it's me, Only Heart. Art, fighting games, RPGs. Currently working on the 2.0 version of my male model. Yes, that will happen sometime soon.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm Chris Series, variety streamer and VTuber. I run a Final Fantasy 14 raid group named Blitz.
I was actually trying to imply we were going to rock, paper, scissors for who goes next, but the noise cancellation to me.
Oh, well, you said my name, so I went.
You're welcome. That's what she said. Anyway, I'm Sharky, and I am apparently careening headlong into a future career as a sentient box of Cheez-Its in the next couple of weeks.
Cheez-Its tuber, let's go.
That's sadly where my life is probably headed. So thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Y'all are wonderful people, and always remember to tell the people you care about that you love them. Sharky out.
Also remember to wipe one extra time.
Always
That's
wipe
also
one extra time.
You know, they say that acts of service are in fact a love language, and I think that those dots connect.
I
Deal.
don't want anybody wiping for me.
In the right setting, I'd allow it, I guess. I don't know. Let's not end it. In fact, let's not end it on that note.
Thanks, Capcom.
Thanks, Capcom. No, I'll do our credits at the end of it. But yeah, definitely follow these wonderful creators. I enjoy spending Monday nights doing this. And to be honest, I'm kind of glad I just went with this as an idea, because it's really made these playthroughs a lot more enjoyable and interactive and not as monotonous for... Who be calling you at 12:30? I'm about to mount up. Regulators, mount up! Somebody calling my wife at 12:30 in the goddamn night.
Also,
Well, credit to you and Shibu for kicking it off.
Yeah, hey, it was a
Getting
good
started
call.
and spreading it out.
I definitely want to get some more people involved as well. I think we'll start mixing it up during the next cases or so. But yeah.
Credits to the ghost of Seth, who apparently passed away with Kazuma.
Yeah, nah, Seth's still around. He's just doing his Seth thing. Look, I know if Seth needs me, he'll reach out. He's just doing his tang. Anyway, any other parting words before we go?
You can win. You feel great. You can do this.
All right.
Pride Month.
All right, friendos. Yeah, but definitely go check out these wonderful creators. Some of you already rated in with nonpon. Definitely check out the rest of these incredible content creators. I love them. I spend a lot of time with them on a daily, weekly basis. Definitely give them some love. And if you want to hang out with us, maybe even voice act in the future with us, just have fun. Check out the Discord. There are a lot of people that got new subs. Definitely hang out there. You can vote for our cooking streams, which are literally the pinnacle of every other week. So definitely check that out. And if you want to catch up on our playthrough of not only this, but most of our casual playthroughs, most of our Capcom content, I do a small bit of moto vlogging. I put up shorts now, and all of our speedruns and tutorials. Definitely subscribe to the YouTube. And if you use the Stupid Bird app, I use the Stupid Bird app too. You can watch me yell at people on the Stupid Bird app. If you're in need of a computer, either custom or pre-built, check out our friends at Skytech. They have absolutely hooked me up, and quite a few of the homies up, with some very solid rigs and some wonderful love and support. Highly, highly recommend it. Check out our tea sponsor, nerdtees.ca. They ship to the US as well. They keep this stream moving smoothly. And if you also are a big fan of the Pride Month, check out our very, very queer coffee sponsor, Grinding Coffee Co. Absolute homies. And last but not least, if you want to support the stream in any other way, because I don't know, dropping 200 subs isn't enough, or you just want to try and win your vote for Cooking Stream in, definitely feel free to check out the wish list. An incredible way to support the stream outside of donations or subs or bits, and has a lot of stuff that will help with content creation and just living things around here. But either way, I appreciate all of you hanging with us and joining us, and I hope you had a terrific time. hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to have some Stranger of Paradise any percent speed runs. Still on the hunt for the sub 2-hour run. And we're going to play a little bit of the Sunbreak demo, as hopefully that is available by then. Excuse me. And we'll wrap the night up with some really comfy Persona 5 Royal. I'm going to be finishing up what is now turned into a 3-part Mementos grind. Yes, you can also buy Cheez-Its on my throne. But yeah, either way, I'm Kios. It's been a pleasure to entertain you tonight. As Sharky said, tell the ones you love them. Take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Stay healthy. And, have a wonderful time. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Let's find someone to raid.